Hey guys, welcome back to another Clash Royale video, and today we have a very exciting episode. Clash Royale just revealed two major things for the next update over on their YouTube channel, including a brand new card called the Battle Healer, as well as a new feature called Card Level Boost, which I think you guys are going to really enjoy based upon what we see in this video. But first things first, let's go into the new card, guys. The new card, as you can see in the background over here, I had their video pulled up, is called the Battle Healer. And it is a 4 Elixir mini tank rare card. It's going to have similar stats to a Knight or a Valkyrie in terms of the tankiness, but it also has the ability to not only heal herself, but also heal units around her. Whenever she attacks, she has a healing effect for units around her, but she also has a passive heal for herself as well that gradually heals her over time, as you can see right here in this gameplay video. And basically, she's going to be absolutely insane. So unlike the healer from Clash of Clans, which everyone thought, like that teaser that they shared yesterday, she was going to be a healer card, it's kind of right, she is a healer card, but instead of the Clash of Clans healer, which is a range support, this one actually gets into the battle and damages enemy units, and in the process of damaging units, heals things around it, which I think is really cool as well. So, in summary of the new card, guys, 4 Elixir, rare card, mini tank, heals herself passively, as you can see in this gameplay right here, and heals units around her whenever she attacks, as you can see by the archers next to her. So, 2 different healing effects, rare card, mini tank. She also has the ability, as we'll see in this video, but we can find the point right here. She's a new kind of hovering card, as they call it. Basically, she is a kind of ground card in terms of melee units will be able to target her. However, because she hovers, she actually has the ability to fly over the river, which is a very exciting feature to have for a card, because I instantly think of what can you do with that? What can you do with that mechanic of being able to go over the river? And the way I think of 2 different scenarios, number 1 is for sniping buildings. You know, if your opponent uses a furnace, for example, close to the river, you can use that the battle healer to go across the river and snipe it. But also for ranged units. You know, if your opponent uses, you know, a musketeer, a dark goblin, or whatever, right at the middle there to attack something, the battle healer is actually able to go over that river and attack that ranged unit. So just the kind of different ways to kind of use that card versus a Valkyrie or a Knight with the ability to cross that river. So that's kind of a cool feature right there with the ability to cross the river, as you can see over here. And then having that passive heal is pretty cool as well, because here's the thing. You can't ignore it. Right here you can see when the battle healer is attacking the tower, you can't ignore it because it's able to heal itself passively over time. So you have to respond to it. So similar to something like a Royal Ghost, which, you know, even if it's lower health, you have to respond to it. Battle Healer will be kind of a similar way. You know, let's say you use the Battle Healer on defense. You destroy something on defense and it has, you know, a sliver of health left on defense. It's going to gradually heal up as it goes back on the counter push before getting to your enemy's tower, which is going to make it fantastic in defensive counter pushing control style decks. Things like Graveyard, for example. You know, let's say Graveyard, you have to defend a push, use your battle healer, it defends, quarter health left. By the time it gets across the river, it's already healed up, and now you have a full health tank for your Graveyard. Now, obviously, we don't have any stats yet on how much she heals per second or whatever, but having the ability to heal up before getting over the river or whatever, being a stronger tank for a Graveyard, I think will make her great in decks like that, or decks like Minor Control. Maybe even 3 Musketeer decks could be potentially good as well, as she can heal units behind her. Or, as you can see right here, wall breakers are going to be even stronger, I think, than they are right now with the battle healer in there. Because previously, like if you use, like, let's say a Valkyrie wall breaker push, you know, your opponent logs it back, wall breakers have 1 health, then what do? E-Wizard or whatever, now you can have that battle healer potentially heal them up after the opponent logs them, so the wall breakers could survive. So just kind of a cool different mechanic with the battle healer. That leads us to part number 2 here, which you guys may be wondering. They just kind of tease here in a moment. I'll try and go back here in a second here. But you might be wondering, this card sounds pretty cool, right? But it's just another OP card that you won't be able to use on ladder. That's typically what happens, right? When a card comes out strong, it's really OP. You can't use it on ladder. By the time you level it up, it's already been nerfed. But now, this leads me to feature number 2 that was announced in this video, which I'm honestly even more excited for than the Battle Healer. Like, Battle Healer is one of the cards that I'm probably been most excited for in the history of Clash Royale. I guess a really, really cool card, a ton of mechanics, gonna add a whole new element into the game, but I'm even more excited for this next feature, and that is a card level boost. So at the end of the video right here, Seth mentions that everyone will be able to use them in their main deck as soon as you unlock it. And then it shares this image right here. Battle Healer, card level boost. Let's go back here, pause for a brief moment. Battle Healer, card level boost, and it says right here, the King Tower, let's pause back, where is it, right there. The card level will be boosted to your King Tower level for the duration of the season. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, dude. So Seth mentions, let's see if we can find the part where he mentions it right here. Where is it? Turn the volume up. Hit play. What does he say?
Attacking. And you know what? As soon as you unlock her, you're going to be able to use her in your main deck. Find out more about
what does he say?
Able to use her. As soon as you unlock her, you're going to be able to use her in your main deck. You know what? As soon as you unlock her, you're going to be able to use her in your main deck. Find out more.
As soon as you unlock her, you're going to be able to use her in your main deck. That's what he says. So it sounds like it's a feature available to everyone, not a premium feature, not a paid feature. At least when I'm, from what I'm seeing here. He says, as soon as you unlock her, you'll be able to use her in your main deck. Now, I don't have any more information, just speculating off of what I see in this video here, based upon how this works, but it says Battle Healer, card level boost, boosted to your King Tower level for the duration of this season. So it sounds like my presumption here is that when you unlock the new card for that season, you'll be able to use it on ladder for that entire season. King Tower level. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. That allows everyone, if it is that way, it allows everyone the ability to get into the hype, get into the fun, and enjoy the new card releases instead of only having to use it at tourney standard and, upgrading it and then having it get nerfed before they can actually use it on ladder. So that's really cool. That's really cool if that is how it works. Now, based on this image right here, there's a couple different kind of like things we kind of guess at. So it says duration of this season, but then it has a timer, 30 minutes left. Not too sure what the timer means because it does say duration of this season. And not too sure what it also says here, card in deck. Not too sure what that means. So how does that work? Does it work when you unlock the card? Is that what it means? Or do you actually have the ability to choose? Do you have the ability to choose which card is level boosted, right? There's a lot of questions here. Obviously, he says, what does he say here? I'll turn the volume back up for you guys. Right there. We'll listen to what he says right now. Press play.
More about that in our next video, which is coming next week.
You know what? As soon as you unlock her, you're going to be able to
listen closely here.
Your main deck.
Find out more about that in our next video, which is coming next week. Battle Healer will be released in Season 6, which starts on December 2nd.
All right, so Battle Healer released Season 6, December 2nd, but he says find out more in our next video coming next week. So, I don't know, man. What are you guys more excited for? Card level boost? Using the new card at King Tower level for the duration of the season. What do you guys think? Leave your guess down below. How do you think this card level boost feature is going to work? Do you think it's a premium and paid feature? Maybe Battle Pass related? Or do you think it's free? You know, Seth does say as soon as you unlock the card, you'll be able to use it in your main deck. So that makes it seem to me it's a pretty widely available feature that's not premium. But I'm just assuming here. I don't really have any more information. Just kind of going off what's said in this text on screen there. But hopefully it is everyone. If it is, I think it's gonna be really, really, really amazing. But then that's the basically information there for the card level boost. And then we have the new card, the Battle Healer. Everyone thought it was the healer from Clash of Clans. Obviously, like some people were kind of, you know, zoomed in that teaser they shared yesterday, noticed the armor. So it is the Battle Healer. They actually say in this video that it was based on kind of like the idea of a Paladin card. Where do they say it? Somewhere in the early part of the video, right here. It was based on the idea of a kind of Paladin-like card that heals himself every time he attacks. And they actually mentioned that they had the idea, but they scrapped it. Obviously, now they're changing it into the Battle Healer. Yeah, like this is the image they shared on Twitter the other day. But this is the Clash of Clans Battle Healer, our healer right here. She's just a ranged unit, and I think it's a really good choice to have the healer be Battle Healer, because the problem.
She's tough. Around kind of like a knight.
The problem with having a ranged support healer, in my opinion, is way more annoying. I feel like way more annoying. You know, if you have a healer behind a tank, for example, it can just continually heal that tank. You know, then what if you can't get to it? You know, what if you can't get to that support healer behind that tank? They could just stack, you know, healers up. You know, now you have to have it die to spells, which makes more spell bait, and kind of just makes it more frustrating to deal with. But by having her at the front lines, makes her a lot easier to target and destroy. Also, it means that she actually has to obviously engage a battle to heal, whereas a support healer can just heal continuously. Having a battle healer, if there's no targets to attack, it's not healing anything besides itself. So I think that's a really kind of cool idea there to go with that. But yeah, I gotta say, I am probably the most excited for this Battle Healer that I've been for almost any card ever released in this game, at least in a long time. I think Battle Healer is freaking insane, dude. I'm very surprised it's a rare card. Like, it honestly sounds like a freaking legendary. Hovers, ability to go over rivers, heals herself, heals units around her when she attacks. And it's a rare card. Like, what? Giant's a rare card, and giant attack. Giant attack, that's what they do. This to me screams legendary card. Very, very surprised to see it be a rare card. But I think, is that better? Does it make it easier for people to level up? Right? Not that it really matters, because now with card level boost, maybe everyone can just use it anyways. You don't have to worry about leveling it up anymore. For the first season, at least. That's assuming that's how it works. Look at this. Heals those minions up. Each attack has a heal spell, it looks like. That is really, really cool. Now, you might be wondering, what about heal spell? I did find an image. I don't know if I have it right now or not. But a post by Drew on Reddit, basically, that said that it would not replace heal spell. They actually did have a significant redesign planned in the near future for heal spell. So it's not replacing it. It's an additional card. But look at this. Let's see if I can move this over a bit. Pause that. How do I do this? Move this over just a smidgen right here. Rewind a bit. Now press play. Look at this. She's freaking healing herself as she's attacking the tower. Like, that's insane, dude. Look at that. The tower's basically like, how much health does that tower have? Full health? Full health, almost full health. 2,400 health. And it's all the way down to, what is we at here? 1,600 health now by the end of it, by the end of the clip here. 1,673. 1500 health, and the battle healer is still at half health. That is really, really cool in my opinion. Obviously, it's going to force out a response. You can, just skeletons might help out or whatever, like 1 elixir. So not like you need a crazy response. But yeah, I don't know, guys. What do you think? Do you think this card is going to be brokenly overpowered, or do you think it's going to be? I mean, I think it's going to be very strong. Obviously, we don't know stats yet, so the stats could balance it out. But yeah, that's basically what I wanted to mention, guys. We got the ability to go over river, heal, double heal for herself and the units around her. Rare card for Elixir mini tank, then card level boost. So, guys, that's the end of the video. Sorry for rambling, but I am severely excited for this card, and I want to know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts down below. That is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. We shall see you in the next one.